Job Vlog.
On Netflix, I recently completed watching for the first time Neon Genesis Evangelion, and I enjoyed it quite a bit, even though I thought at the end it got a little too introspective, this place in your world stuff. And it looked like possibly they were running out of some money, because it was looking like the animation from Disney's as it was on Nickelodeon, right? Sketchbook stuff. And I'm starting to understand why that could be the case, because End of Evangelion is a complete disaster, and if I knew they were going to end it that way, I might not have ever watched the series in the first place, and I could certainly see why they had funding pulled. So End of Evangelion is, I believe, a theatrically released feature-length anime film that functions as, the last episode or 2 episodes of the series. It actually says, episode 25 during the movie. And it's very odd like that, and for that reason, it's difficult to really judge this as a film. It's not, here's Neon Genesis Evangelion brought to the big screen, we're going to introduce you to some characters. No, it is, the series ended here, and this is right where we are. You can't go into this without any previous knowledge. You have to have seen the series first to understand where you're even starting. That said, heavy spoilers throughout what I have to say, and why I dislike this. The movie actually starts on one of the worst notes possible. Asuka is discovered by Shinji to be in a coma. She had a bit of a, how do I say this without getting censored by Netflix? A bit of a 13 Reasons Why scenario in a bathtub, and now she's in a coma, and Shinji's trying to wake her up. He pushes her around, sees her naked, so does what any guy would do, apparently. Lock the door to her hospital room and beat off furiously. And there's no two ways looking at this. It's what happened. I thought this was a joke. I'd heard about this years ago. I thought somebody edited something, put it up online. No, it is canon, for lack of a better word. And you're going to get a whole lot of this boundary pushing, and it's awful. We're outside the realm of censorship. We have 50 different production companies at the front of our movie, which is the telltale sign of hot mess of a film. What other crap do we have happening? Oh, well, apparently Sealy, the mysterious Illuminati organization that were they funding NERV or calling some shots over NERV and Gendo, they now are infiltrating the facility. Oh, hey, you got rid of all the angels. Congratulations, we can give you a parade. Let's just shut down NERV. Okay, now we can get to the stuff we want. That would have been the reasonable way to go about it. You didn't have to go in with full military force. So we have a huge war breaking out between the NERV and their light arms fire and the commando tactics of the Sealy group. And we never really learn anything more about Sealy, except for, oh, we have our own Evangelion series, and they can repair themselves, and they're better than yours, so why do we need NERV in the first place, and what do we want with it? There's something underneath. It's Adam, the first angel, which all the Evangelion come from. A bit convoluted, but it's all a race to get to that, and it's if you get to them, it's going to cause the third impact, and the world's going to be blown up. But we're seemingly racing to destroy the world, because Gendo then comes up with his own plan, like, hey, you want to ruin everything? Well, not so fast. Now if I ruin everything first. So he has to do some kind of puppetry thing with Rei, who's naked the whole time, because we have to subject the female characters to the male gaze in the most creepy way possible. And then she comes one with Adam, and now things are really going off the rails. Miss Misato gets blown up, and you're thinking, wow, anything goes now. Anybody could die, right? Well, we have all these smaller characters who are now calling the shots over at NERV. Oh, hey, they're infiltrating over here. This door's broken. And you feel for them. They're actually getting the lion's share of the voice now. These characters that were in the background the whole series are now like the central talking narrators. Well, as all of this other crap's going on around them, explosions and the like, Shinji gets in his Eva, and something happens with him. He fights stuff, gets pulled up into space. Rei becomes gigantic, and it gets to be a look what I can do with animation. You see some computer effects in there too. Oh, hey, let's try that out. Let's do this. Wouldn't it be cool if this person was like a liquid thing and they were switching bodies around? What kind of crap is happening anymore? No one can decipher this. It's designed to make you ask what's happening so that people can put out videos going, "End of Evangelion explained." If you don't know how to end something, I guess you can just make up a whole lot of things, get everybody angry so that they talk about it. And that apparently is what happened here. All kinds of weird Shinji sexual fantasies fulfill themselves. It goes totally avant-garde with scenes from Tokyo, even turning the camera around on the confused audience watching this film. Nearly every character gets killed in some way, a lot of them turned into liquid, because Seele's plan was, hey, we'll usher this step on so that we can all become one, we're all gonna be some ooze. If you are a rich and powerful tyrant, is this really a great plan? Oh, I'll just give up all my fortune to become liquid like everybody else? Is that really a state to be in? Explosions galore. I guess Shinji wakes up on the moon. Is there a new moon created that pulled Tokyo and Japan and other islands up and formed a moon, and he's there with a seemingly comatose Asuka whom he has to choke? What? Yeah, this is awful, and if I'd known that the series was going to go this route, I may not have ever have started watching it in the first place. This is no way to do justice to your own characters. I give End of Evangelion 1 out of 4 stars. So we're at the part of the video where I have to beg you to hit the subscribe button and ring that bell, because subscribe doesn't really account to anything other than YouTube might someday send me a plaque.